Disney's Moana live action is not looking so good. The movie releases in just a few days, and I've been watching all the YouTube videos on it, reading the comments, watching people's reactions, trying to get a feel for what the general audience is thinking before the movie even hits the theaters. And one thing has become very obvious: people are not feeling this movie at all. Everywhere I look, I keep seeing comments like, "Nobody asked for this. I'll just watch the animated version. Disney needs to start making live action remakes." Now obviously, comments on the internet don't always represent what happens at the box office. We've seen movies get trashed online and still become massive successes. And we've also seen movies receive a lot of early hype, only to completely disappoint once people actually watch them.
My mother.
So these comments are not a true reflection of how good or bad a movie is going to be. Let's just be clear about that. I actually hope I'm wrong though, because I don't enjoy seeing movies fail, especially movies that a lot of talented people spent years making. But I can't help but wonder, are all these concerns actually justified? Or are the audience judging the movie way too early? Will everyone be surprised when Moana finally releases? Or will it end up proving everyone fears correct? Let's go back for a second. Back in 2016, almost 10 years ago now, can you believe it? Disney released the original Moana. I'd assume most of us have already seen it at least once. For a lot of people, it instantly became one of Disney's modern classics. The animation was beautiful, the music was memorable, the characters were genuinely likable, and the relationship between Moana and Maui became one of Disney's strongest duos in recent years. The movie was always reviewed really well. Critics liked it, the audience liked it. It scored well on sites like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, and not many movies can actually do that. And perhaps even more importantly, people still rewatch it today. That's usually how you know a movie has lasting value. Years later, Disney released Moana 2 in 2024. Now personally, I actually haven't seen it yet, but it's still on my watch list, along with Avatar, Fire and Ash. So I can't really give an opinion on that sequel just yet. But regardless of how people felt about Moana 2, the Moana franchise has clearly built a loyal fan base. People genuinely care about these characters, and that's something Disney doesn't really create every day. One thing I appreciated about the original movie though was that it felt fresh. It wasn't another princess story we've already seen. It wasn't trying to copy some older Disney classics. It introduced a brand new world in some sense. New mythologies, new characters, and audiences connected with that. In today's movie industry, that's becoming increasingly rare. Now, this is where I think the biggest problem begins for the live action version. On paper, making Moana into a live action sounds like a great idea. Technology has improved dramatically. Visual effects are better than ever been. Disney has the budget now. The locations can look incredible. The ocean effects could be amazing. And having Dwayne Johnson return as Maui definitely helps. But just because something can be made doesn't always mean it should be made. That's the question Disney keeps running into, and audiences have noticed it. Because over the past several years, Disney has released remake after remake after remake. Some performed well financially, others didn't. But one complaint has stayed almost exactly the same. People keep saying these movies don't capture the magic of the originals. Just look at some of Disney's previous remakes. For one, Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, even Snow White. Every single one of those movies generated controversy before release. Some people may have loved them, others absolutely hated them. Whether it was changed to that story, changed to that character, or simply the fact that people didn't think these movies needed a remake in the first place, there always seemed to be some kind of debate surrounding them. And that's exactly what Moana is walking into. The biggest obstacle this movie faces isn't necessarily the acting, or even the special effects, not even the story. It's convincing audiences that this remake deserves to exist. Because for many people, the animated version still feels new. Like, be for real, that's 10 years ago, that's not even that long ago. It doesn't feel like a movie that needed to be remade already, especially when families are still watching the original today. So now Disney finds itself in a very interesting position. Can Moana break the trend? Can it become one of Disney's best live action remakes? Or will it simply become another movie people forget about in another few weeks? Personally, I'm trying to keep an open mind. I don't want this movie to fail. Absolutely not. I actually hope it surprises me, because when Disney gets it right, they really get it right. And I love nothing more than to walk out of the theater saying, you know what? That was actually much better than I expected. Everything we're hearing right now is just simply speculation. We'll finally have our answer this Friday, and I'll definitely be watching it. because as someone who's grown up watching Disney movies for years, I almost feel like it's my responsibility to see these films for myself. Not just because I enjoy movies, but because I want to give my honest thoughts after actually watching them. So, once I've actually seen Moana, expect a full review here on this channel. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Disney's newest live action remake? Do you think Moana is going to surprise everyone? Or do you think it's heading towards disappointment? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.